Good morning. Today's Tuesday, October 20th, 2020. It's day 46 of the school year, and it's International Sloth Day. Time to honor the sloth within each of us. So, slow down. Take time like the sloth does. So, I'm going to the opposite and go on ahead, and we're going to have a book I'm going to read to you. It's called Sloth Slept On. It's from Fran Preston Gannon is the author. Now, she's the only name on there, so I'm wondering, that means she not only is the author, she is the illustrator. And on this page, it gives us some clue. It says, missing. If found, please return to the zoo. Let me get it where we can see the whole thing. He wasn't like any other creature we had ever found in the backyard. We asked him his name. We asked what he was doing up in our tree, but there was no answer. He was asleep. We had lots of questions, so we set off to find some answers. And if you'll notice, look back here on there behind them, they're not seeing it. That might give them a clue, wouldn't it? First, we asked Dad what he thought, but he was busy. We looked at all the books we could find. They were full of pictures and words and places and things, but there was nothing that looked like our new friend. And look at what the adults reading. Daily News, Zoo Breakout. Zookeeper looks high and low for missing animal. They're looking everywhere but the right places, aren't they? We knew he wasn't an elephant. He didn't have a trunk. He wasn't a tiger either. He didn't have any stripes. He wasn't a horse or a bear. He let out a loud snore. He was still asleep. Perhaps he didn't belong in our backyard at all. Maybe he had traveled for a very long time from somewhere far away. So kind of thinking he might be an animal from outer space, another planet. Maybe he was a ferocious pirate who had been sailing the seas and was sleepy from all his adventures. Do you think that's possible? No, I don't think so either. He might even be a brave knight who was exhausted from spending all his time fighting dragons. Look right here. This child's found a book, and there's a picture of it. Are these two listening to that one? No. And look right here. Here he is. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. They got a book that talks about the rainforest. If I go back. And then this one's looking and thought, oh, where is the rainforest? So I think this one's kind of getting the idea. Right, here's where she first found it in there. But they're not listening, are they? Look! She's getting a little angry, isn't she? He is not an elephant or an astronaut or a pirate or a knight. He is an animal called a sloth. We learned that our friend usually lives in the beautiful rainforests of Central and South America. This sloth is a type called a three-toed sloth, who uses his strong grip to stay in the trees. Sloths move very, very slowly. The sloth is a very sleepy animal. He could sleep hanging in a tree for up to 20 hours a day. And there's only 24 hours in a day going from like 8 in the morning all the way to the next day at 8 in the morning. So he's only got 4 hours that he's awake of all that time. Sometimes a sloth lives in the same tree in the rainforest for years at a time. The rainforest has all the things that a sloth likes to eat best, such as leaves, fruits, twigs, and even bugs. He'll find all those in a tree, wouldn't he? The rainforest sounded wonderful. We decided there was only one thing to do. We found a nice big box and used all the stamps we could find. We packed him some lovely leaves to eat and toys for the journey. And on the box it says, please send to the rainforest. We were so happy the sloth had come all the way from the rainforest to visit. We would miss him lots, but we were glad that he would be waking up back where he belonged. Deep in the rainforest, the sloth finally stirred. He had been having the most wonderful sleep. He slowly lifted his head, looked around, and said, now notice you got 3 dots after the word said, ... This means that the rest of the sentence is on the next page. And then you have the 3 dots to show that that's the rest of it from the beginning. He says, excuse me, which way is the zoo? So he's wanting to go back to the zoo, and they think he belonged in the rainforest. So that is a cool book of Sloth Slept On. Time to slow down.